Welcome or welcome back. I am Tavish Cardiff, one of the co-founders of the Our Raw Material Thought Practice. It is listening week, so we will be talking about the listening pillar, one of 12 pillars that the Our Raw Material arena offers for us to gain better relationship within ourselves and a better opportunity to represent ourselves in the world. I want to start with a phrase that I'm hearing a whole lot lately, which is, I'm not trying to hear that. When we are not trying to hear something, we generally do our best to shut it out, but also there's something reverberating about what bothers us about it. And so the invitation in the spiritual pillars is to become open to the things that bother us, look at the reasons why they bother us, and figure out how to find gratitude, how to find ways to support ourselves even when we're bothered. That's maybe not always the easiest thing to do, and some parts of us are taught to listen to a voice that's telling us we can always make a situation the way that we want it. Manifesting really comes from a lot of listening, but we don't just manifest what we think we want, what we've listened to our ego tell us we want. We manifest from the place of listening, maybe for or from the collective, from the place where we honor ourselves as individuals and also recognize that we are part of something larger. So let's just take a deep breath, and with a big exhale, or as many inhale exhales as you like, release some of the tension in your body so that it is set up to do its best job of listening. When our joints and our appendages are tight, we don't get oxygen all the way into our phalanges. We don't get everything moving the way that it does when we're listening to every part of our body and what it needs. It doesn't occur to us when we sit at a computer for hours that the struggle in the back of our lungs and in our back and in our neck and in even our throat, the tension that we hold here from being forward, doesn't show up in our brains. If someone points it out, we say, oh yes, of course. But we don't sit up and recognize the tension in a way that has us breathing through it. So when we listen to the little parts of our body that are tense, breathe into them, we start to gain inner knowledge. We start to gain that stuff that helps us manifest what we want and moves us from the place of being disappointed in all of the ways that the world is not offering what we want, into the space where we can take the things that we do want and internally celebrate those so that they are larger than the things that bother us, so that their energy is bigger, and that when we walk into a room, we are exuding that sort of positive thing even to the people that we are trying not to listen to. Our co-creation ability, our ability to get energy behind the things that we want to align with intentions, comes from listening to the things that are valuable and important to us. And I know that I just am a broken record repeating myself all the time with this same information, but it really does take a long time for our mental state and our feelings to calm down enough to take in the messages of spirit that really just come from pure love, pure support, pure creative magic that is available to each one of us if we can get out from under the construct of whatever, I don't even want to define it, that we have placed as a frame around who we are. And take that deep breath one more time. Inhale, exhale, listen to how a breath moves through your body. Are there places where it rattles? Are there places where you're not clear? Check in with all of the tight spaces so that you can create the space to check in with the loving, supportive, listening side of yourself. Even if the only person you're listening to is you, put on the ears that tell you exactly what you think and how you feel beyond your fears, beyond what you're scared of, and beyond what you worry about happening. True magic lies on the other side of those things, and the listening pillar helps us kind of leap that bound for a minute and put us over on the other side where we can imagine the best things and then start creating spaces, start creating the chords to make them actually happen. Me, myself, in this practice, I see so many cool things happen in a day that manifest exactly, almost in real time, that I forget most of them. That's how frequently it occurs in my life right now. And the people that are doing this practice are just in conversation with me about it. This is what is going on once you open yourself up to, especially the spiritual pillars, music, listening, and resources. How do we exchange what we have that we can easily give? When we listen to what that is, we know what we have to give, and we don't feel like anybody's taking from us, even if we're giving a lot. Maybe we just can. This week, as you listen to your own inner voice, just see what it has to say on the other side of negativity. I'll be back next week. We will start taking what we've listened to and create an actual moving target of values and ideals. Day to day, the priorities change, and we're going to talk about how to roll with that. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Thank you.